Warning, this podcast contains alcohol and reference to alcohol. You must be at least 21 years of age to watch or listen.
Welcome back to Holiday Happy Hour. It's been a minute. We've been out on the road and been out doing some fun things, but we're back. And we have a new format for you guys today. So something a little exciting. We are not focusing on cocktails for happy hour today, but we're going all in. We're going to pick a barrel. So we brought somebody in to help us do that. So we have a team coming in from KC Sports Network. So none other than Mr. BJ Kissel is here to help us do that. And so BJ, welcome to your first barrel pick, right? Very first?
Yes, we've been talking about this for a while, but very excited to do it. I know our guys are very excited to come out here. It's been a long time coming. This has been one of the things we've been looking forward to all year. So to finally get the chance to do it, we can't wait.
So who's in the lucky lineup? Who's joining us today?
Yeah, so Tucker Franklin, our full-time content manager and producer at KC Sports Network, along with Craig Stout, Maddie Lane, and Kent Swanson, three of the guys that we launched KC Sports Network with around 3 years ago now. So looking forward to it. It was kind of the original group that really helped us build KCSN into what it is. And yeah, we're looking forward to this.
Wow, it's crazy that it's been 3 years. That's hard to believe. So along the way, over the last 3 years, you have all organized a golf tournament. So tell us about this barrel pick and kind of where it's going and what we're doing with that.
Yeah, that's probably the most exciting part of this is that we'll have our third annual KCSN Foundation Golf Tournament. It was important to us when we launched KCSN that giving back to the community and making a tangible impact from a digital company was something that was really important to us, and so the foundation has been a huge part of it. Fundraiser that we do with the golf tournament's kind of the one big thing that we do each year that funds the 7 different programs we do throughout the year. And what we're able to do this year, with you guys being as generous as you are with the barrel pick, is we'll bottle all of the barrel up, and then every player who participates in our golf tournament this year to raise money for our foundation is actually going to get a bottle of the barrel that we picked today. So a lot of fun. Really appreciate you guys doing this. Appreciate everybody who comes out to our golf tournament to support it. And it should be This will be a really special one for everybody who comes out and plays.
That's awesome. You said September
7th.
Okay.
Is the date of that tournament. It should just be a couple of days after the Chiefs home opener. We believe that will be the 5th. Schedule's not out as of the time of the recording, but we do believe that the 7th will be 2 days after the Chiefs home opener. So hopefully a lot of people in town.
A lot to look forward to. So no pressure, Kyle, but what are you bringing to the table today for them to pick from?
Yeah, so, we're in the bourbon lab. This is where we do pretty much all of our barrel picks now. And so this is where I kind of select everything for that. And so today I didn't know exactly, we have the 2 different mash bills. I didn't know exactly which one to go with, but I kind of went with the one that's the most popular at this, or, kind of blowing up right now, and that's that holiday soft red wheat. And so that's what we're going to have today. 5 different samples of that. I always go up to the Rick House ahead of time, pull these samples, kind of screen through, make sure we have barrels that represent each floor, the top quality that we can get. And so these are from floors 3, 4, and 5 that we're going to be trying today. And so it's kind of the spread throughout the Rick House, 118 and change up to 123 proof. So some ABV. So we're all warming up with bourbon right now, but getting the bourbon tongue ready. But it's, this is what we do for the process. We'll pour these, we set them up blind. We don't want people to be kind of, I think we've talked on it before, but people have inherent biases, or they think they don't like high proof, or they love high proof. And so we kind of avoid that and just set it up with kind of mixing it up through that Rick House, tasting through, see what works. And with these barrel picks, I always say it's important for the people to be here because it is your barrel. It is, it's our label, but you're selecting it, and so it's important for people to be involved with it, no matter how experienced or inexperienced you are with bourbon. So we always want to have people on site to try that.
The last time you had me out for holiday happy hour, you gave me the Rick House proof for the first time. I noticed a difference with that one. I'm not the most experienced bourbon drinker, but I knew there was something different the second Jordan handed me that one.
Very flavorful, right?
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Well, the best part about it is, BJ, you know that Kyle's not going to steer you wrong with any of these barrels.
Absolutely.
So it just comes down to preference, and whichever one that you all can agree on, and we'll get it in a bottle for you. So I'm excited about this.
Yeah, our guys can't agree on anything, so it's going to be a really interesting process. I'm looking forward to see how this all plays out.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, well, let's pick a barrel.
So we are now at the point where we can drink some bourbon. So I'll quickly explain the process to you all. So this is the soft red wheat mash bill that you have in front of you. These are all blinded, so you have no idea where they came from or what proof they are. We like to do that on site to kind of eliminate any bias that you might have towards one or the other. But with this flight, we're coming from floors 3, 4, and 5 of Rickhouse C, the one that we've been pulling from. These barrels kind of represent those floors well, or are unique in one way or another, or they're some that we deem just better than others, and if you don't get it, then you messed up, and we'll bottle it for ourselves. And so it's with these barrels, they're going from 118 proof up to about 123 proof. Full proof, full flavor. We just use a filter to remove the charcoal from the barrel. So that's kind of what you have going on in front of you. When going through this flight, I'm guessing no one's done a barrel pick before?
No.
Okay.
First time.
Okay. So when going through a flight with this, I always recommend, so if you have not been drinking high proof bourbon, you kind of got to get used to the alcohol. So as you go through, remember that first one, it doesn't necessarily have more alcohol than the others. It's your first sip of high proof bourbon. So as you go through, start, left to right or right to left if you're a psychopath, and then just go through and taste these and really focus in on the nosing. But then as you taste, go through, get used to the alcohol, take a pause, grab an oyster cracker, make fun of Patrick, and then come backwards, go right to left, or go, again, the same order that you did. We also provide droppers of water. Here on site, we're big proponents of drink the bourbon how you want to do it. And so, not everyone wants to drink high proof bourbon. So adding a drop or two of water to bring it down, lower proof point. We have ice. It probably doesn't work the best for a video, but I can definitely get you some ice if you want to try that as well with the bourbon throughout. That's the main things I always talk about. Couple things, other pointers. If you drink bourbon, you don't really need these, but we serve in Glencairns, and we do that for a reason. So you can tip the glass as you're nosing them. You can tip the glass, the liquid settles into the bottom. Ethanol is going to rise to the top. This is not a vodka tasting. We don't want to just smell the ethanol. So it goes through, rises to the top, and then you can nose towards the top of the glass. And so you get the lighter, more flavorful, more delicate flavor compounds there. You have a dominant nostril, so figure that out as you go. And then beyond that, it's just kind of figuring out what works for you and which ones you like best. And I'm here to give you refills or answer any questions that you have. Patrick, he thinks he's an expert, and so he's blinded right there with you as well. And so he will gladly answer all questions you have incorrectly. And he doesn't have a mic to defend himself, so it's even better. So that's where we're at. So any questions that you have for me?
No. How long have you been holding in all of that to unleash on Patrick?
It's always fun to poke at him. It was even better that I have the mic, and he can't defend himself. I can just feel he's got so much he wants to say, and he just can't. So it's even better. I might hold it just for an extra few seconds. But with that, yeah, go ahead and get started and get going tasting, and yeah.
All right.
Do you suggest us all kind of going at the same time, like the same ones at the same time, or?
Yeah.
Be an individual. Okay.
Yeah, it's you can often get groupthink if you do it too much together.
You're not good at opinions.
I'm gonna start in the middle.
No, you can't do that. That's the one thing you cannot
I'm
do.
gonna start right in the middle.
Tucker's gonna put him back in the wrong slot and not know which one.
Oh, that's actually a really good point. I gotta remember that.
I'm gonna try and clip it for a minute doing this here, Kyle.
This one's a bourbon.
That's good.
Am I good there? See? Nice. Craig is great and Kyle's a dick. Let's roll on. Who else has had something to drink already ahead of coming here? A bourbon or an anything?
I haven't had anything. That was the first. We gotta pace ourselves
You
today.
gotta warm up those bourbon tubs.
I didn't even drink water today, so that's great.
He's got 4 hours to do a Chiefs Trade Out podcast.
Crush a seltzer. You should.
Yeah, I'm really rooting against the Chiefs trading up tonight.
Just because you want to be sober?
Sober up.
Honestly, I'm looking forward to watching the content after this. It's going to be good.
Kent's the one you gotta watch. The rest, everybody else will be fine. Kent's the one you gotta keep an eye on.
Yeah.
I'll just mute Kent's mic and I'll talk for him.
Would be the first time this draft cycle that a KCSN employee drank too much and missed work the next day.
I might have had a good time in Indianapolis.
Is this
Got-
before or after running the 40?
Tucker got primed.
This is before running the 40.
I'm aware. Tucker was sending us a lot of DMs throughout most of
He
the
was.
day. Pretty sure I was waking up by the time he was going to bed.
Yeah.
Surrounded by the most powerful people in the NFL, and he saw PFT and was like, yes.
Yeah, I didn't care. Mike McDaniel's at the table next to us. Don't care. Where's PFT commenter? I want to talk to him.
BJ, did you find the one with spice rum in it by accident on yours or no?
No, I'll tell you when I find
Oh,
that
yeah,
one.
all right.
Yeah, you'll know that.
I'll know how to
Yeah,
immediately. This was bottled in 2017.
Exactly. The old days.
My favorite.
I like my team.
It's made in the summer.
I'm not gonna go in order.
Hell,
Mix it up, man. Let it happen. Oh man, I could never. Honestly, these guys should do that because they know all the players. So, we had a gentleman by the name of Fred Minnick here picking a barrel, pretty huge in the bourbon world. Very nice guy, but he started tasting bourbon samples and then comparing them to who he thought they were in like the world of football. Like this one was a quarterback. He was drafted in the second round. He got hurt, but he came back. Started succeeding, retired, happy. It's
like that game.
For every single one of them. It was very entertaining.
Good Patrick.
Impressive. Honestly, super weird. But,
what's that game called?
Good stuff.
Draftle.
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 Spent a lot of time on Draftle.
I have it open all the time. What did you say the proof of all these were?
You don't know.
You don't know at all?
There's a range.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pay attention to the teacher.
Sorry.
Gosh,
Oh boy, I just got to a good one. Don't fuck this up, guys. Like there are some good ones on here. Do not make it wrong.
I don't know which one I've tried already.
The empty one?
Well, I've tried that one for sure.
They go from 118.5 up to 121.
Okay.
All right. What was that marking you just made?
I'm giving like,
That doesn't make any
doing some
sense.
Are you
fractions.
cheating?
No,
You.
no,
Tucker.
I'm just trying to figure out what
Why
he's got
don't
going
look at
on
my
over
work?
there. I just think he's doing it wrong.
Boys, we need to separate you.
Probably.
Did you just cover your work?
Yeah.
Kid and I are around each other too much. Just can't.
Why did you draw a unicorn? What does that mean?
Yeah. It's rare.
This one is Patrick Mahomes.
I think that I'm done, Kyle. As far as I know which one I would pick. I like that you.
We don't agree. We don't agree.
Did you show your work?
Here, let me write some notes down.
Pad level.
Talking to you the other day about one that had kind of a fun new spice.
I'm gonna eat all these
Kind of
oyster
note.
crackers.
That's what I remember. That's good. I'm gonna go back. Here.
Nice. Writing code so no one can figure out what you're doing.
For the record, Patrick has already made his pick. He thinks that he's got it all figured out.
Write down any notes.
Any notes?
What am I supposed to copy? You can write anything down.
So
Craig's being very quiet. That's concerning me over there.
Yeah, no,
No, he's got that confident look on his face, like he knows exactly what he wants.
He's breaking it all down here.
I should
He's got
have.
spreadsheets, flashcards.
I can't wait to be completely wrong about all of this.
well, I'm really curious on how you're gonna pick because we have people in here that can end up being stuck for hours, and they have to arm wrestle, or I don't know. It's a mess.
We're gonna Oklahoma drill. That's what we're gonna do.
We got to figure out who's actually making the decision if it's split. So
I think it's a fist fight between Craig and Maddie.
Craig wins.
I was gonna say between Tucker and Kent, but
I'll Simone drop him so fast.
Okay, Patrick has submitted his answers.
They are good. Yeah.
Got good across the board on written down on all 5.
I wonder if it'd be helpful if I chugged it. That would help.
I think you
the
should
name
mix it
of
with
the
a seltzer.
safety that we had from
go from
USC years
That's
ago.
true.
We drafted in the 7th round.
Use a seltzer as a backer.
Sanders Cummings?
Or
No,
No, he's
he
from
was
Georgia.
He was from Georgia.
Who's the safety?
Jordan, you gotta come over here.
Do you
It's on camera, but
suggest
it's fine. I want you to taste.
smelling with your mouth open?
I know who you're talking
I've seen
about.
some people
He's a
say
special
that,
teams
like,
player.
that's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
better
I know who you're
tactic.
talking about. Not
Do
Joel.
you agree with that or
running
no?
back.
Eh?
All I can think about is Taylor Mays right now.
No, I know exactly who he's talking about. I just can't remember the name.
Do you agree
Yep, sorry.
smelling with your nose or your mouth open?
I
mean,
like them
I do.
too.
I can picture
I
his
don't know what
face.
it really does. People say it does a lot, but
Oh, really?
I
Does it?
smell lots of different ways. Both the nostrils,
Kent,
mouth open, mouth closed.
Who was the USC
One finger in your
safety
ear. Gotta do
corner
that.
DB we
Smell,
drafted
finger in your right ear.
7-8 years ago as a
Yep.
7th round pick?
I don't know if it was that
Played a
one.
few years.
Right?
McCray.
Yes. Yeah.
Not
Leon
The first time I
McCray.
fed
Leon.
Leon
McQuay.
McQuay.
That was going to be the case.
Because Kelsey McRae was the
Yes.
special team stud from Seattle.
Correct.
Leon
I
McQuay.
could fall asleep right now. Right on the tin roof. Oh,
I don't even know how that's getting.
This is like the perfect weather to do this.
tuck me in.
Honestly, like I'm glad it's raining right
That guy
now.
would
I've never
never
been out here when it's raining. I don't think.
Oh, yeah. It's
That was right there.
So like having like that with it.
He's just a little.
fire burning somewhere in the fireplace back there.
I'm gonna go back the other way and see where
Yeah,
my
we're going
rankings
reverse
are.
now. Gotta go back down.
There's some really good selections on here.
Yep.
But I'm drawn to one in particular for sure. Yeah, just keep going back to it. Have I had that before? That's nice.
I have such a weird take.
What is it?
Think about
I'm not
the question-
telling you.
Think about the question you just asked. This is our team.
Oh, does I even have Ken on my team?
Reminds me of that. Yeah,
Did we get Patrick? We get Patrick, so we're good.
I think so.
possibly. That's good. Got the same characteristic. You smell it. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, my handwriting has gotten progressively worse.
Way too early for that.
Yeah, that's not great.
No,
How many samples are you on?
I don't know. I think I've tried all of
Very.
them. I think.
Very incorrect.
That's not good if you don't know.
Yeah.
Do you have notes
Yeah.
on all of them?
No.
That is not the same floor. Nope. No. Actually, not even close. So good work.
I award you
It's
no
as
points.
far away as you could get. So.
We're all dumber for now listening.
Yep.
I'm
That was the most
ruined.
incoherent.
Is anyone else getting a favorite lining up, or are you just all
Yeah.
overwhelmed, or is it?
I have 3 that I really like.
Okay.
Well, I like them all, to be honest with you. I'm not just saying that. I have a couple that I'm starting to lean towards, though.
My weird one is, as I drink it, I have a number 1, but the aftertaste of the same drink is my least favorite. It's
Okay.
a weird take.
We call that a finish, not an aftertaste. But
I learned something new today.
yeah, there you go.
What are you laughing at?
That shit's hilarious.
A finish.
Bet you won't talk up in class again.
Sit here and shut up. Got it.
Look like a real dork now.
I'm the rum guy. Just sit here and shut up. Got it.
Yeah, so I have to call you out on that, because if I actually spoke up about anything, technical for, the Chiefs or anything football, I would be in trouble in this room. So this is my one area of expertise. I got to have that, BJ, so it's fine.
I saw.
It's very niche.
I would
Not-
read your
not
draft
many
guide
pe-
on bourbon.
It's very biased.
I thought you were getting ready to go into an ad over there.
And if you want a KCSN draft, you can visit
I subscribe to the Keanu
Talk
Reeves
something now on
line
that,
of
bud.
thinking. I saw a quote from
Feel like
his that
hours.
says, I'm at the point in my life where like if somebody says 2 + 2 = 5.
So
I'm like, you're right,
I'm gonna
have fun.
have Patrick
I don't
explain what he's looking
Go ahead,
for
pocket
in a
song.
bourbon.
I would
Since
like to
he's
hear that,
also
actually.
blinding this, and I'm curious. He says he's going back to 1, and so I want to know what it is about that he's looking for, because he always puts me on the spot, so I finally get to put him on the spot. It's great.
He talks a lot.
Someone that doesn't like to talk, he never shuts up. Like he keeps talking. I just want the microphone so I can talk. When I do a barrel pick, I've been in a couple of these, that many of them, up there on the library shelf. Most of them anyway. But so I think it's fun. A lot of people, people come in here and they're like, oh, what's the most like drinkable that is the like easygoing standard all my friends would grab onto it. I typically come in after tasting plenty of them and look for one that just kind of like pops or sparkles for one reason or another. And sometimes just because I'm fairly familiar at this point with our flavor profiles and how they're kind of changing as they sit there. But once in a while, you get one to me that just stands out for whatever the reason. Maybe it has a bit more spice on the nose or on the finish, or something that finishes, well, like a long finish is great where it really holds on. You have that flavor and you just kind of feel it all the way down as you kind of go through it. So little things like that. We've had some that are like some of the most bold, like beautiful flavor that hits the front of your palate, but then it's just kind of weaker on the finish or it kind of dissolves away quicker. So those I would rather sit back and get for. I like things that have a lot of impact, big, bold flavor, take you on kind of a roller coaster ride. And now, especially like as these continue to age in 6 years to 7 years, did you talk about age ranges at all? Nothing of that? So it seems like we're seeing things shift floor to floor based on the age, even now, to where I thought we kind of knew kind of how it was going, and they're shifting again. Like every season that goes by, things are tweaking and shifting. Some things that seemed like kind of over tannic on the higher floors, all of a sudden are getting more kind of floral berry spiciness is kicking in. Super neat. So anyway, I try and find one that just kind of pops and seems different and also delicious. But
And why does that happen? Is it because just the chemistry of the wood, the interaction? I know I'm asking the person without the microphone right now, but why is it that happens, that you see those big shifts from kind of season to season?
Yeah, it's a lot of the aging of bourbon is extremely complicated. There's a lot going on with it, and so it's either you have enough evaporation going on where those wood compounds the tannins become overpowering or astringent, or otherwise sometimes it concentrates it down to a favorable level. It's the oxidative reactions going on. Time is the most important thing with bourbon. You can't rush that process. It's a standard 53-gallon barrel aged over 6 years. That's just something that you can't replicate or cheat in any way. And so there's just a lot of reactions going on that take that extended period of time. So yeah, over each season you can see those changes happen, and it's just maybe you get more of one flavor compound one season, and it just is a note that you don't care for, but then the next season another one comes up and balances it out with that, and so you get a more balanced overall profile or something along those lines. So there's just a lot going on as it ages. That
Gotcha.
Especially in this process, it's always hard to say because each barrel is unique. It's its own thing, and so you can't always identify exactly what causes it, but ultimately it's just that change over that period of time.
Gotcha.
With the note of time, so these are all, one of these is 5 years, 11 months, so it'll be 6 years at bottling, but then the rest are 6.5 to almost 7 years old. So a couple of these would be 7 years at bottling, but otherwise they're kind of all in that range, about within a year of each other.
Like, it's raining out right now. Days like today kind of help affect the process too, right?
Yeah. So in that rick house, it's living, breathing thing, and so you get those temperature changes and those shifts over the course of the year that help. This is adding that humidity, and so the humidity plays a critical role in kind of those lower floors. They're cooler, more humid. You have less evaporation going on in those floors, and it changes again how those barrels on that first floor, second floor kind of age throughout the process. And so, yeah, every step of this, this Missouri climate, it is very conducive to aging bourbon. It's very similar to what you see in kind of the main regions, Kentucky, but it's very helpful. You need those extremes and those fluctuations over time. Does anyone need another pour? I see a few empty glasses. I'll go do that while Patrick talks as well.
Water as well.
Oh, I could use more of the sample 4.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Same.
That's funny.
What's funny?
Like,
They're both out of
Thank
4.
you.
It's the lowest one you have. It's the lowest one I have.
Right.
Oh,
just get a whole jug.
thank you.
I can pour it for you.
I'm gonna knock everything
Thank you,
over.
Sean.
Imagine if that was vodka.
Thank you.
Take it straight. Vodka pulls.
Master distiller pouring water in the library.
I can take some more too. I can pour my own though.
I got it.
Okay,
I got it.
I will make you do it.
Full service bourbon lab.
Aftertaste over here when you're gonna do it.
Could you get a photo
Family friendly
of us
line.
like down the line?
This is for families.
Lock my answers in.
I like your previous photo better.
You didn't want me to copy off of you.
How are you
I don't know, nobody paying attention.
so much left?
Because I've been through it like twice, and I've sniffed them all 3 times.
I can't.
I know which one.
Yes,
I
we'll just
I know which
kind
one
of
sticks.
cheers like this.
I don't
Hey,
even know why I copied.
real quick, we take a photo. Just hold the little glass up.
Yep.
Hold on. I gotta finish this bottle and then.
Thank you.
Ready? Kyle, get in there.
Come on, Kyle.
Put your cheek on my cheek.
Awesome.
Not even a group hug.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You got none of your glasses.
Do it. Our bottle is just a suicide of all of them.
I've got
Value
what?
bottle. Yeah.
That makes it
None of your glasses were empty.
I know. I'm being very.
That's actually a
intentional.
really good
Bring your own
point.
bag.
That's a
Methodical.
blend.
I'm the worst person.
Oh, they've thought of that already?
I'm doing the best.
I'm doing the best at this.
I'm doing the
Give me
best.
a water bottle to
Never
flip.
been done. Let's put some together.
What if we mixed them all
What
up?
if you took one barrel and another barrel and put
Commercially
them
appealing
together?
flavor.
This is why you guys are on a team.
Listen, I thought I was trailblazing right there. I was like, wow, I got a great idea.
Blended
Really
whiskey.
comparing that.
Have more of that one, please.
Quit looking at my work, Kit. Stay on your team.
I know.
I can nail this one down.
I know. I knew from the very
How do we
beginning.
like announce winners?
Very beginning, so number 3.
You have to stand up and give a speech in front of the class. Gonna be at least 60 seconds, but no more than 90.
Describe what you're drinking.
Which one do you think runs the best 40?
Oh, you should see my notes.
I can feel the copying happening and flipping my
Tell you which one could play tackle for the Chiefs right now.
Day one ready?
Various names.
You like him?
What kind of rating
healthy.
system do you have going on here,
Can
buddy?
he play left tackle?
Well, this is like half,
You want to know
but I
how
wanted the
extensive
color.
my scouting report is?
I'm gonna ask
Color
him.
them in, but these are
I know
halves.
like 3 players.
Well, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I
A
watched
good
that 6'8",
scale is
350
decimal,
pounds,
and you never
get into
use
his
a
stance
whole.
as a tackle.
Even though I didn't
ass
use a whole
touching the
right.
grass,
We'll ignore
and then he
that one right
explodes
there.
out of it.
You did it
without
twice.
Any wasted time. I'm like, well, that's an NFL player if I've ever seen one.
Like overflowing glass.
you need to know.
Half.
Okay.
Like
See,
physically
Maddie
impossible.
uses
Half.
Yeah,
well,
physically
it's
possible,
super
yes.
cool.
to detect
Just like Bill
things.
Belichick.
Oh, I could have
And
just
Andy.
colored them
And
all
if
in and
I
been
could
done.
cut off the sleeves of all my hoodies, I would so do it.
I didn't do that,
I'm
though.
just like the young version of Bill Belichick,
Going
really.
on
I'm
over here.
Really can't nail this one
glad it's on the
down.
microphone. It's so
Quite
good.
nice.
This one does kind of smell like French toast a little bit.
You know what? That's a good way to describe it. Makes me
I smelled it
hungry.
and I was like, wow, that smells like French toast.
French toast. I mean, you guys have French toast down
I
there?
get
Number 4.
a little more of the Quattro.
Quattro.
Like,
This isn't tequila. He said Quattro.
Did I?
Thank
said
you.
Quattro?
Yes, sir. 4.
the next person that does it has to do it in French.
No, I'm out.
Report.
All right, who's got things to say? Anyone want to say things? You don't have to say final things, but any goods of what you're liking, what you're not liking,
Okay.
or kicking out, one that you think is trash and talk trash on Kyle because of it?
I ain't gonna do
Crash
that.
anything.
Yeah, what just happened? Here, Kyle, defend yourself.
I'll go first here in a second. I think the first one kind of reminds me of McCole Hardman. I think it's a little harsh around the edges for me. That's all.
Interesting.
I said it tickled my nose.
Yeah, that's what I got. I'm going back to this. Is my next pass through, so I come back more. But I'm not afraid to go first.
The first note I wrote down on, you said number 1, right, Matthew? I wrote spicy.
Really?
I did too.
For number 1?
There's definitely some spice
yet.
to it, and I think McColl's very spicy on Twitter. So I think this works across the board. Yeah,
Spicy.
I think that.
I think number 2 might be the highest proof.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to guess on the highest proof while we're there before I?
Okay.
I think it's either 3 or 5.
I think it's 5.
I would go at 2 as well for the highest proof.
Well, for 2, I wrote down, wow, big burn, I don't like that.
I wrote down G Rice, very explosive, but burns out quick. So that's the highest proof.
Look at us, look at us.
You guys are bourbon experts. It's the highest proof. For
Let's
sure.
go.
Dude.
Take that, Craig.
That's
Wow,
the
my team's
121.
bad at this.
2 is the highest proof or
It's the
1?
highest proof.
Maddie's now on our
right.
team. Maddie switched teams.
I think I really like number 4 a lot. I don't know if we're doing that yet, but I really like. I think it was really soft to the nose, and I thought it was a very sweet, pleasant,
French toast.
smooth. Sure.
I swear, smell it again.
Yeah, we're smelling it again.
You will smell French toast.
A little bit.
Yeah, you smell
Yeah,
French
it's
toast.
very pleasing to the nose, and it goes down very
For
smoothly.
number 4, I wrote Travis Kelce. It takes you on a journey like he was from his rookie year to being a veteran now. It's very smooth for me. But it takes you on a journey. It's a little bit like you talked about earlier, looking for one that kind of takes you through a little bit of a roller coaster, different flavor profiles. I kind of got that with number 4. Why are you shaking your head at me?
I wrote Roma
I'm
Dunes.
sipping on it.
Yeah. Number 4 has also been my favorite. I've gone back to it
4 is
now. I haven't
very
done it
good.
before, so.
Yeah. Is 4 the oldest? Yeah? Wow. All right.
Our team is
4
so
was
good.
my top.
Craig would have guessed something
I
else.
put down
my
Roma Dunes for number 4.
I looking over our sitting options. Number 4 is also the oldest.
Very cool.
So I'm 2 for 2.
What are your notes, Craig? You're very quiet down there. You're very focused.
I haven't finished my notes yet.
Craig wants to give
What are
the
you
best
doing?
notes.
He's busy being
You have
great.
very good handwriting.
Thank you.
Craig is great.
You write all in caps.
I do.
Things I didn't know.
Mechanical drafting classes
I'm
when I
surprised
was
it's
in high
not
school.
binary.
My
not a
dad
one
told me
to
it was
Is that one
really
word?
good that I could write in all caps.
A little?
I'm an
A
adult.
little.
A little's one
A
word.
little.
I remember that vividly. That's a core memory of mine.
4 is outstanding.
I always have a bunch of football stuff.
I like this better than you guys calling me great, by the way.
I wrote Dan Campbell because it has a bite to start.
Yeah, but what if
Which
I
one?
would
Which one?
By number 3.
Over number 3,
3?
I wrote Kadarius Toney.
I wrote that was a big initial alcohol hit and it faded immediately.
I wrote
Enticing, dynamic, but then kind of wears its welcome out.
for number 5.
Tony.
I put Leon McQuay because it was too smoky. Well, too smoky.
more like Laramie Tunsil.
Alrighty.
Leon McQuay.
Yeah.
Not Ron Buck.
No. I call Leon McQuay at when we did like hey, you just got drafted. Like, how does it feel?
You're wearing a microphone.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Tell you what, I'm
cut
not
this
mad
part
at
out.
any of them.
I talked to him. I was just like, hey, what's it like going at the party? And he's like, I don't know, man. There's a lot of people
No,
here.
like, it is cool to see like
I'm just
same
outside looking at
Nashville.
the stars, man.
just different,
awesome.
distinct.
It's really nice.
That's just so cool to like get to be part of something that actually displays the differences between just things like that. Just like that's cool. Aging and location, like
Dan
getting
Campbell.
to actually see the
Worthy.
personalities of them a little differently.
It's got more bite than
And appreciate
McConkey.
them like across the spectrum is pretty cool. Like I've never got to do that before in this
And I just had
way.
this. I didn't have this as the spicy solid.
So,
I was just solid does the
They're
job.
all very good.
I didn't like.
Any of
I didn't like the aftertaste on 5.
Come here and taste this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's a long finish.
My mind is going a lot of directions.
I wrote
I actually
Shadmore
really
for
like
that
being
one.
on the side. This is kind of fun.
Long
Try
finish.
that one now.
Yeah.
It's a different subject, but
I think
it's got to be really hard for Brett or any scout to
about
go out
it.
to
I still
practice
think I might take
and
a
watch
different-
Kadarius Toney at practice and not think he is the most like explosive player on your team.
Like, I
And then in the back of your mind being like, I know this isn't real,
Yeah.
but I see it.
Like when they
BJ,
come out, they say
which one
things.
had the bad aftertaste?
What?
Which one was the aftertaste?
5.
5? That was the smoky one?
I liked it like initially when I drank it. It just the long.
It's
This guy more when you drafted him, and then just as time
Which is
goes
funny
on.
because like if I was ranking,
Great route runner
have a
that
great
can't
list
stop
already.
when he's supposed to.
Do that compared to that one.
Can I have another
Just
pull
sit.
of 4, please?
Just sit.
Just sit there.
I wouldn't hate
Stop
another
running.
little bit of 4 as
I think
well.
so, right?
Try something else.
That's why I like
I have
McConkey.
tried them all.
It's super fascinating. Like just
Okay,
the
what's
overall
your- what's your
flavor
second
profile to me
favorite,
is like very
He will go to Canton.
Actually, my second favorite was number one.
one like
Yeah.
He gets-
He's always been
He'd be
kind
the
of a
number
cool
2
defender.
receiver for the next 8 years for Patrick
Exact
Mahomes.
same reason that
What's
we
your
made
second
for Jordan
favorite, Doc?
Addison last
Number
year.
3.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Ooh, big Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
It's
Lots of
he's not
potential.
going to be ever
Just
be
gotta
your
stay on the
number
field,
1,
you know?
but he could be a solid number 2, 3
That's the task.
for 8 years.
Is that where you
That will
poured
put him in
it?
the Hall of Fame.
That's soft
Did you
tissue
see what
question.
Dirk
The
wrote
4 Super
on
Bowls.
Right.
on Tyler's article? Dirk
Yeah, very
put McConkey on there, and he combined all of the
By the way,
white New England Patriots wide receivers into
that smells so good.
one name.
Like French
So
toast.
it's just like,
It's the best smelling one.
Smells outstanding.
you know,
What are your takes, Patrick? I don't know if you can share
Mendola.
Yeah, we haven't really heard from you.
10,000
covered
career
my-
receiving yards with 4 Super
I
Bowls.
was not
Copying me.
and some big
I mean,
moments
I've
that
given
everybody
him
watched.
mine are
Go
all
to
common
Canton.
receiving weapons. So.
No, so I have one that has, to me, kind of a newer smell. Kyle says I'm not correct. I've smelled it before,
Okay.
but it's a newer smell, so I'm fascinated by it. And that would be number 3 for me. Just like a crazy thing.
Okay.
What, that?
I got a little bit of
Okay.
licorice on it.
Number 4, I think, is just smooth, and I could.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah, I'll take a
It's
little
so
4, 3,
appealing.
2.
Yeah.
But
Don't need
there's
a lot.
something
What was your
fascinating
top
about
one?
The nose and.
While
what's
you're
going
at it, I'll
on in
take
3.
some more
That's
3
that's
as well.
fun.
Yeah.
I got
Which one?
thank you.
Which one's that one?
3.
3. I'll
We're
take a
all
little
trying
more
3 again because we're
3.
sharing
Like-
5.
Yeah, I'll take a little more.
I'll take a little more.
I
To
think
me
3 is
is-
really good.
That seems
Thank you so
less
much.
like what I'm used to for our barrel picks. Like this seems different.
Hang on
So
a
I'm
second.
curious
Yeah,
what Kyle has to say about it.
Is 3 a higher proof?
I
No.
would guess no. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't think
Super
so.
easy.
It was. I think I like it because it is a little.
I think the smell
just
lures
don't-
me
It
in.
means it's a lower floor, right? Possibly, probably, but yeah, dude, that's good. That's good.
It lures me in at first.
I mean, I'm going there. Here, Kyle, do the thing.
And can I get a little more
Any details about it?
1 as well?
You want more than McCool.
Craig wants more of
Okay, I'm coming around on 3 a little bit more now.
Yeah, you better.
Thank you.
You can throw a tiny bit in here too. Sure.
Something's going on.
4 is what I kind of gravitate for. Like that's just cozy and
Yeah. It's the comfort. It's the Travis Kelce on 3rd down.
if I'm sitting in
I'm
front of
telling
the
you.
if I'm sitting in front of the holiday
I thought it was gonna be really bad.
fireplace,
Oh, pretty good.
I think I want to be sitting on it.
We're really good at this, Craig.
That's what I that's all.
I thought I was going to be bad at this, but apparently I can drink and come up with an
What we're
opinion.
getting into tonight.
Drink and have an opinion.
Things I'm really good at right now.
I think these oyster crackers are really good. I have a house in them over here.
Want a to-go box?
But how do you feel about Leo's Pizza or what's the one in St. Louis?
We're talking about
Emos?
11
Emos?
rows.
Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah, it's an oyster cracker with ketchup on it.
Oh,
Okay, be-
Emos, not 11 rows.
Before we lose the room,
Oh yeah.
anyone want to kick one out? Because this is the phase when you normally lose everybody.
BJ kicked out 5.
BJ kicked out 5, so it's gone.
Yeah, I think no, I'm
That's
good.
fine.
I'm good with that.
I'm good with kicking out 5.
Yep.
Was that a wrong decision?
There
Based on
is
your
no wrong
opinion.
decision.
Okay.
It's fine. That one is a. So I'll tell you, you kicked out a 3rd floor barrel, floor 3, Rick 1, tier 2. It was barreled October 24th, 2017, barrel 4934. So it's gone for you.
Okay. I think it was the
my
finish.
birthday.
It was the finish.
He's going to pour one out for it.
I mean,
So I drank it all.
Do you guys want to make a decision on another one while we're at it?
I'm good kicking 5 out too.
Well, yeah. I think we're good with 5.
is
What
that
about
fun?
2? How you guys feel about
I need
kicking 2
another
out?
splash of 2 to try it again one more time, but I don't.
I would try another,
This is
just
the-
a small splash. or
Yeah.
two.
I did not put a rating down for number 2 because it was
Right,
not
but
my
okay,
favorite.
but I'm not.
Zero.
I
He did
think
not color in any glasses
with
at
all
all.
due respect,
Tucker just wrote no.
With all due respect, Tucker, if Tucker doesn't like it, I have a tendency to
yeah.
think it might be okay.
It might be pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I know Tucker doesn't like harsh like flavors when it comes to stuff.
He doesn't.
We all did a barrel pick, and Tucker chose the oyster.
Did that. Someone say pineapple?
We all got a barrel, and Tucker got a
This
bunch of
in
crackers.
a barrel?
Didn't you just do
Does it come with the
pineapple
eyedropper?
Happy Dad? Is that what I
Yeah, I
saw you
did
do?
pineapple. I did
You know,
wild-
aged,
the wild
this water's been
strawberry
aged
tasted
millions
like
of
a
years.
I
Cheers
first
from the
had that
spring.
in Florida, and I completely agree with you.
And
It
I
was
had
real
it and I was
popular
just
out
like,
there.
whoa.
Yeah, I'm
I
good
was
with taking the
surprised by
5
that.
out.
I'm good with moving
Cherry's
to
a
that, I
tough
think.
flavor.
So you're saying we should cut
Like,
Sky?
it's
Got it.
usually
I'm good
Hang on, I just got a little more too. I want to try.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
two
with you.
again
That was
before.
5 still. I want to try 2 again with
The
everyone.
Yeah.
cherry one was.
I still have a little bit left of the other 4, so I'm good trying them all.
I like the lemon lime one. I don't know.
We're working on 2 now.
Guys, we're talking bourbon.
Tastes like Gatorade.
Oh, it does taste like it.
There you go.
It's pretty good.
We're working on number 2 right now.
I think,
number 2?
I think I'm good kicking
Tucker
2
hates
out.
it. Like,
Yeah,
I know
I mean-
Tucker hates it.
it freaked him out.
Tucker said he didn't give
On
it
the
a rating.
ranking for
I
number
literally
5, I
wrote
put
down,
right tackle.
whoa, big burn. I'm not
Draft
a
a right
fan of
tackle.
that.
So
That's
Colored
O'Doone's.
in zero.
No, I didn't know where to start.
I had
on
Sky
the
Bowlers getting
rating
kicked out. So
scale,
like,
so I was
take
like,
that cut.
Dan Campbell's a weird one, but
We're on
all
number
I
2.
thought of on 3 was bite.
What you got Xavier Worthy right now is what we're working on. I got it as at Rasheed Rice. So
yeah, I don't. I did say it smells more savory.
hey,
Too.
That's the biggest word you've ever used.
Shut up. I'm
A
gonna,
little bit of vanilla smell. Me, you getting it?
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna give you a wedgie.
Yeah, it happens.
We spent a lot of time together, like in person, and the dynamic
definitely
just
taste the
quickly
fruit,
became
but-
like,
Right.
Yeah.
There's definitely like a I don't want to say
Yeah.
I like the
harsh-
finish.
Don't like that.
Yesterday, and the dude from Whiskey.
I think the
Records,
only
he was
thing I
like,
would
we're
judge
sitting
it
next
on
to each
is-
other, like just jabbing,
Yeah.
jabbing, and
As long as it
Like
doesn't
a brotherly
taste
thing, like,
really
sounds
alcohol-y
good.
at
Like,
the
yep,
beginning.
that's what happens when you're together.
I
all the time.
wanna
You
keep
just
it in the
start
game.
poking.
was he
yeah.
the one you were telling me
Wait,
about
I
went
like
to
it.
Louisville recently?
I get a
or
little
out to
more,
Kentucky
too.
recently.
I'm in on that one.
You got met with all
What
those
do we work
guys?
on next?
So
I mean, that was fun.
Thank you.
Chat back.
So
We're
I
enamored with
watched
another
the
conversation.
What about
I
1?
watched the Neat
We can work on one.
documentary.
We can work
Yeah,
on
we
one.
haven't talked about
all
one
those
like at
master
all.
distillers and like you told me
Yeah,
that
like
you
it's
guys
got a
are pretty
smooth,
tight with Elliot.
fruitier smell.
Yeah, yeah.
I wrote smooth, solid.
Any of the, it's
I wrote
it's
smooth.
not-
They-
the sales and
Tucker
marketing
said
teams
spicy.
never
I thought it
seem
was
to get
smooth.
along, but
like I
any
give
of the
a little
production
spice to
people,
it.
They're all
if
cool.
you
Not
ever
as
need
alcohol
anything, you
forward.
just call each other
One.
up, and it's a lot of fun.
No, I don't
Yeah.
like that one.
We're gonna try to get
everyone
here.
gets
Clear this
along
out, and then we'll go back.
I wanna go.
Being honest.
We gonna make a consensus
get
on
it.
another one?
We're working
What?
on number 1 right now.
Number 1.
We're talking about number 1 right now.
about kicking one out. Or
We
what?
all decided number
Got in
2
the conversation.
Two's still in the game for you guys.
Oh, definitely.
Heavy.
Oh,
It seems like no one cares about Tucker.
No, I liked it too.
It's heavy. We're fading Tucker.
So I really like number 1.
Well, we're getting there now.
Number 1 was one of my
If
favorites.
number 2 makes it, I'm quitting.
I got
Tucker put his foot down.
We have a chance to do something very hilarious right now.
This is turning into a net positive.
Yeah,
Tucker was going to
glass
quit.
like that. Why are you pulling your glass?
Tucker was
like that?
prepared to quit, but then they bribed him with oyster crackers. He's back in.
And the smell of French toast.
I've got to keep eating the oyster crackers, so I just drank number 2, and it makes me want to.
Really?
Stop.
Interesting.
Can I try a little bit more one because they're adamant about one. I actually that was my number 2.
That's a problem.
Was 1. Right here. Sorry. Thank you.
It's just not as alcohol forward.
So I keep.
The finish for this one sticks on my tongue for a little bit.
I think-
I don't know if I like it.
I think I like
Sharp
the finish of 4 better than I like this one. And that's where it's kind of
It's
like
just
I
this
like
particular
the
flight.
I like the
I'm not saying it's not.
I like it on the
something
nose.
before.
I like it.
In this flight, I'm just drawing. Does it?
Nothing.
I mean, I still like it. I'm just saying.
I like
Forget
the
there's got a
flavor
microphone
profile.
on.
I don't know if I like the finish as much.
You're gonna edit this, right?
You like it on the nose or the finish?
This is straight raw.
Blackmail. Going
Like a Monday
You
night.
guys have no
I said
idea.
the F word. I
Whole
hope
bunch of
that's-
guys sitting around talking about stuff.
Sorry for cursing.
On the nose.
Fudge.
Ugh, I don't know.
Sorry for cussing, guys.
One's one of,
I hope-
or two's
I hope
one,
it's
or
okay.
sorry, 1 is one of my favorites. So
I don't know.
I'll
I
try
don't
one
dislike
again.
one.
I mean, it's
But
good.
I don't.
Tucker,
I don't know that I love one.
know if
Yeah,
we're
that's
taking
where I
an
am. Like,
opinion.
give it to me, I'm cool
It's
with
fine.
it. But like,
Are we just gonna rank them
Saying.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
we gotta kick them out, and the last
and
one
then
standing.
total up all the
Fascinating.
points?
It's like the Royal Rumble
different to me.
that we watched Frisco. The last man standing wins, BJ.
Yeah, how do you want us to
did
go
get that
about
right.
this? Was there a democratic
You literally just
process?
keep kicking them out until one wins, and
that-
we gotta arm wrestle.
I like
Everybody,
the deathmatch
no,
approach.
Your number 1 is worth 5 points. Your
Should
number
we
2
do
is
a-
worth
a
4,
blind?
and then we all total them. And
I think
see at
we
the
arm
end.
wrestle.
What if we asked the master distiller?
No,
No, no.
we have to
Should we?
arm
Staying out of
wrestle.
it.
Arm wrestle.
Are you staying out of
Is
this?
our side winning? I mean, I think it's pretty clear that 4 is gonna win. Like
Yeah.
everybody likes 4, but we, you know.
It was my top choice.
2's in
Some-
contention for me
there's
right
3
now. I
people's
like
top
2 going
choice.
back to
Is
it.
number 4?
Ah,
Why don't we drag it on
like
so we drink a little bit more though?
I like to going back to it, but we do have one major dissenter here.
What?
You don't like 4?
you don't like 4?
No, Tuck hates 2. Like,
Yeah,
he's
I think the
threatening
rest of
to
us are kind of
quit.
offended too. Well, us 3
You
are
should
kind
see
of
his
offended
coloring book over here. That shit is empty on 2. Like,
Yeah,
there's
I've
no
colored
coloring.
for all of them except
too. You should try number 2 again.
no.
I think it's like Rasheed Rice. We hate to pick it first when it grows on you.
Yeah.
I drank the whole thing. It made my eyes water.
I'm gonna come back.
That's what he does to DBs.
It made my eyes water.
I didn't like.
I think I'm good. I
Maybe
think I'm
tummy
okay
hurt.
kicking out 1. I don't know about you guys.
Have a cracker.
I've had.
I don't I don't
Bowl's almost
dislike it,
gone.
but it's just it doesn't
I'm
compete
pretty sure
with 2
Patrick
or
has
4
not
to me.
touched this bowl of crackers.
We tried 2.
No,
again.
your fingers are all up in there.
Oh yeah. I'm just throwing this all.
I'm okay with picking out one.
Touched all of them.
All right.
Yeah, it's just a little too.
I like
There's
it.
none that stands out.
I drank all
I
of
like
two,
it
so I had to
a
do
lot.
I do like 2.
Which one?
Number 1 just doesn't stand out to me.
All right, we're kicking 1 out.
We're kicking one out?
Yeah, that's fine.
Interesting.
Okay, Tucker said it was fine. You like it. All right, make your case. Make your case and it shouldn't get the boot. Come on, time's ticking.
I don't know. That's fine.
Choke.
Yep.
I'll accept it. I'll accept it.
All right.
Got
I'll
it.
accept
Where
Greg's
was number 1 from?
That's great.
Yeah, so number 1, that was a 4th floor barrel. So floor 4, Rick 7, tier 2. That was one of the ones that would have been 7 at the time of bottling. 119.4 proof. This Rick, no offense to you guys, but some of the best palates in the game of bourbon have selected a couple barrels from this Rick. So it's gone for you now, though. So sorry about that.
Hey, I'm not mad. I'm not mad where I ranked
good. Just,
it.
it didn't stand out. It was very drinkable. I think we all agreed that we liked
yeah.
it. It just didn't stand out. I think the same way like a 4 or the way the 2 did for at least us on this side. I don't know what's going on there.
I had it top 2, so I have a very clear one right now. Tucker's in hell.
Tucker's
so
having
ruined.
a problem right now.
Tucker also graded it
2
pretty
is
low.
still surviving, and Tucker is.
All right, so we're working on number 3 now. Figure out what to do with number 3.
Yeah, let's sort out.
So
number
we're down
3.
to 3 and 4 then, right?
2, 3, and 4.
I thought we kicked 2 out.
No,
Did not kick 2 out
not
yet.
kicked 2 out.
Tucker kicked 2 out.
Listen, I've left 2 off of my board.
I'm with Tucker. I stand with Tucker
Look at
on
that.
2.
Okay, well 3 versus 2.
Here, let's try it a different way.
Is that 2?
This is a good idea.
Oh,
Oh, I like
that
this
is a
idea.
good
Give it a
idea.
second, Tom. Give it a
help
second.
mild it out a little bit for him.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Zoom in. Let's
I think
zoom in
it's
on
kinda
Tuck.
harsh at the beginning.
Also, if you want pink lemonade to put in it or something too.
You got any Diet Coke? I
Put
can
your
put in?
pinky up.
Ruin it.
I think this would go really good with some Coke. Yep.
All right, we're working on 3, right?
Okay, that's not as bad.
I thought he was be like, no, it's still trash.
It does change.
That's what I thought he was going to say. No, it's still
Have you
trash.
tried the eyedropper yet?
Yeah, I tried it with.
2.
He doesn't know.
I can't remember which one I put it in, truthfully.
You didn't use
Are we
it
on
the one
3?
you said
We're
was
working
the
3?
hottest?
We're working 3.
3?
We're working the Kadarius.
No,
Which one are we on?
Dan
Kadarius.
Campbell.
Throw it in.
I don't
Dan-
know what that is.
That's your fault for not picking.
Everybody else is on board, Kent.
that is
We're on
nuts.
number 3. It's 3, Kadarius, aka Dan Campbell.
BJ, are you just gonna drink this with Coke too, or are you gonna? Is that how that works?
I drink it with 5 Farms now.
There you go.
5 Farms
Do you mix
bourbon
them?
together.
Yeah, with an ice cube.
Do you do the
Hold
honey
on.
cinnamon simple syrup too?
I try.
Honey. So
It does not sound right, and I text Matt at a weird
Your guys'
time.
bourbon smash is like the best cocktail on the planet, some are saying. And by some, I mean me.
Yep.
Um,
We
Three?
accept that.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
What floor do these oyster crackers come from?
I get it.
If I told you that was my favorite. 3 is my favorite.
Get it.
First floor of Kroger.
It's the finish that I don't think does it for me.
I like the finish.
on 3.
I like the finish. I don't like the
I'm
taste.
coming around on 3.
Coming around 3.
3 is my favorite.
I'm coming.
You're doing what to 3?
Where are you coming?
Great.
Excuse me?
Ken's doing what to 3? Sorry.
Good thing it's not a 6 or a 9.
So 3 is your favorite.
3 is my favorite.
Sorry.
'Cause you
I'm
get the
between
big-
4 and 2.
You get the big initial
Do we have a
alcohol
player for number
hit,
4? Did we do
and
that?
it fades off.
See, it's not fading off
Oh,
for me as
right,
much.
Travis Kelce.
Oh, it fades
first.
off.
coming on
big
late.
time.
Jesus, based on that, we need to.
Coming on late for me.
Gotcha.
Switch. Can we switch
Yeah, it
number
stays,
3
it stays
player?
for a long time. I don't know if I love it
I think he
staying.
also said
It wears out its welcome.
for 3 as well.
See,
Like
that's,
Kadarius Toney.
that's been my experience so far.
Like Kadarius Toney. That's why I think it was a great comp.
We're,
I don't like comparing delicious bourbons to
Why?
Kadarius Toney.
Enticing,
Football players?
dynamic. Wears out its welcome.
That is actually really fair. I mean,
Which one?
the logic is sound. The
3.
Kadarius Toney one.
3. I said it was enticing and dynamic, but it wears out its welcome.
Like
Is
immediately.
it, is it also the most?
What?
Kent, what's your number 1?
Save his life.
His number 1 is 4.
Tucker, what's your number 1?
Let's
3.
do the Super Bowl.
3?
3 now?
It's always been 3.
You said
Really?
4 earlier.
Oh,
No,
it was 4.
it's always been 3.
3.
It's
Interesting.
always been 3.
Okay.
3 is my number 1. 4 is my number 2.
The same. Craig and I are the same.
Okay, what's yours?
Can't tell us apart.
So we
4
could
is
get
my
rid of number
1
2.
and 1 was my number 2.
So are we between 4 and 3 basically?
I think so.
I think
So we can get rid of
How
2.
many people have 4
I'm
as
good
their
with
number
getting rid
1?
of 2.
Are you,
I was
are you
getting
number 1
rid
on
of
4?
2.
I was, yes, but right now I'm just concentrating on getting rid of number
I
2.
agree.
I think we can move off of number 2.
So
I
it's
like
between
number
4
2,
and 3.
but it's fine.
I like number
Winner,
2,
winner, chicken,
but
chicken, rip.
I like 4.
I don't think I spelled any.
move off
Okay.
of it.
Wrote
I
it.
like
It's okay.
2. Are we getting rid of 2?
I'm gonna taste
Get rid of our Rasheed Rice?
But 2's been done.
Okay. I guess we're done with number
concerned.
2, but I do this begrudgingly.
All right, I want to know, Floor, Rick, Cheer,
Should we
Proof,
know more
all
about
that.
those two?
For
Sorry.
number,
How much was in this briefcase?
I guess we're done with number 2. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, so number 2, that is your youngest one.
Hey!
5 years, 11 months. Floor 5, Rick 1, Tier 1. 18 E16A, so barrel number 6704. So it's, yeah, definitely your youngest. 121 proof on that as well.
Yep. Rasheed Rice is the youngest.
I'm really good at this. I'm really good at this.
Yep. So
How high? How the barrel numbers? Every individual barrel is numbered.
Yes, every barrel is numbered.
What's the
lot
highest?
number is for each day. I have no idea. I don't have my.
So we're down to
computer
3 and
in front of me right now. So at
You're a
this point,
3.
We've had
You're
too
a
many,
4?
So
Or a 3?
I don't know.
I think
yet.
we-
Okay. I was a 4. I'm gonna see if it switches.
Hey, you are our
I'm still
deciding
4.
vote, sir,
I'm still
because I
4.
believe those two are 4, Tucker and I are 3, so it's
I'll go
down
back
to
and
you.
forth. I'll figure it out.
I think
I don't want that pressure.
I wish I had the press.
What do you guys think if we do number 3 and 4 blind? We'll reset.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
In.
Good.
Hold
love it.
on. You gotta go first.
Together. Oh,
Tucker,
sorry.
This is not what. You can't pick a barrel if you pick 2.
That would be a double barrel. Which
Hey
we
Tucker,
could-
for as much as you dislike this one, it's kind of gone. Just want to throw that out there.
It melted.
I think that's a great idea, though.
Melted.
Mix them together? Yeah, I know it's a good idea.
No. I mean, it is a good idea. That's what everyone does.
Yeah, look,
I like
it
it.
sounds.
Most
Which one is that one?
3.
Yeah, that.
It stays too long without doing anything different.
So also,
Like Kadarius Toney.
so no pressure, but here's the deal. We've done blind tastings like this a second go with some very well-known dudes with palates, and even they fuck it up coming back and they confuse
I'm
them.
gonna give it a minute
So don't
to
feel
clear it
bad
out
if
with
you
some
fuck it up,
oyster
'cause
crackers.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not gonna be mad either way.
No, that's the thing.
I'm gonna give
You
it
just
some
gotta-
time to clear it out with
Don't
Tucker's
try and be
favorite.
like,
I
oh,
think
this is
we're-
definitely that one.
we're
Just
all
pick a
okay
favorite out of the two.
with 3 and 4.
I think 4's are just definitely more
I'm not gonna
drinkable.
be. I don't
I
think
think the
I'm
only
disappointed
problem that
over
we avoided was
also-
Tucker
some
quitting.
good stuff
with
out
number
it. It really is.
He drank all of his second ones. I think he's
He
lying.
put ice in it. It was different with ice
That's
in it.
that's fine.
It
I
has-
still don't like
it has
it.
been
How
a
you
little
want
while
it.
since
I still don't like it.
I did not re-up
I don't
my
like
4.
Cody Rhodes, but yet we have to say that he's a champion.
That's a great point.
That's front.
All right, I'm just not gonna sip those.
So put that in the
I'm
front,
saving
and then you'll
this
put
for
one in the
later.
back. That's back.
Back. Oh, Lord.
Back. So we're doing front and
Now
back.
you're just literally
Front, okay.
choosing between
Team
front and
front,
back
team back.
instead
Got it.
of any numbers.
Whoa.
Stop.
Back.
Stop it.
Back. Okay.
To the back.
I'm going to be a stickler. Can I get a little bit more whatever the back is? Not quite be enough in there. Thank you.
What if I take it?
Perfect.
What if I just take like a shot? You gonna make me
Give it a second to
taste
clear
it
my
better?
palate.
Okay.
I just shoot.
I don't think
Like a
your-
shot?
I don't know how much your opinion matters right now.
Now I'm gonna beat myself up if I don't. I didn't.
I would beat you up too.
And I had these
Thank
two
you.
narrowed down from these.
You were there,
I'm gonna pick
man.
one of
I
them.
mean,
That's Captain Morgan.
you're sneaky good at this
I don't know if
stuff.
my opinion-
Sneaky.
You
guys
have
starting
number
on number
too
one?
high.
There's no
There
number
is no
one.
number one.
Are you
guys
paying
starting on
attention
team front?
at all? No, I want to start in team back. Why are you inhaling it? Never mind.
I'm actually super fascinated by this process. I've never had to.
Which
be,
one do you
like-
prefer?
Don't
From the
take-
beginning.
No, don't tell us
From
yet.
1 through 5.
Yeah,
1 through 5. Which one did you prefer?
What's your
On
least
1 through
favorite?
5?
You like 3?
Yeah, I was a 3 guy. 3 and 4, but 3 was my.
Hey.
It was
All right.
fascinating.
Nope, we got to the right two apparently.
Yeah, we.
You guys again
Except for
forgot
every-
that I had 3 and 4 from the beginning, but my opinion doesn't matter.
All right, we're doing
I'm
the front.
suggesting chugging it.
I'm doing
I'm
front.
trying to identify which one.
You help me.
No, you don't do that.
We have a salsa in your fridge. We need to probably put
Based
a
on
work
what?
in front of Tucker. Let it happen.
I can tell you which
Just
one's
let it happen.
pretty easily.
It hurts so bad.
Very different players.
Dude, I've never done it. But I
likes
laugh
one,
every
doesn't
time
like
I
the
see
other.
it. Like,
I only have one. So.
that's all you need.
Are you literally giving him a seltzer right now?
Yep.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
To cleanse his palate?
I do need to cleanse the palate actually, so it should be really helpful.
I would like you to try.
No way.
This guy's gonna be asleep at like.
Very few people got that.
yeah.
That's what I love about that.
Emily says
That
chug it.
was,
She's back
that
there.
was a sniper shot of a joke right there. I'll tell you afterwards.
Do it.
It's gonna be a 4.
There it is. There it is. Let it happen.
Oh, we didn't join him.
Don't burp.
You gonna grade it?
Don't burp.
God, power through. Hold it.
It hurts so bad.
Hold it.
How much of that is left in that can right now?
I mean, it hurted, Craig.
Wow. That's
It's pretty cold.
Not a good chug or a good chug?
No, it tastes really
you
good.
want to check it out?
No, you meant like how much?
I don't think that counts as a
Oh,
chug.
no, I don't think it's a.
That's like a
I
drink.
didn't do very much, but
What grade do you give it?
8-2.
Me too.
8-2. That's a pretty good one actually. 8-2. There it is.
Used you.
All right, we're to the back.
Going to the back.
Try in the back.
Oh, that's cold.
I mean, it was in a
It's gonna be a
master
great
fridge.
round. This one. Just ride this thing out.
Can't wait to hear your breakdown on
He's both.
who's gonna be drafted like
9 and we're
7th.
still smashed.
7th is definitely the
O'Dunes.
Joe. No, that's Joe Alt.
That's
Yes,
Joe
that's a
Alt.
Joe Alt pick right there. If I've ever heard of one.
Yeah, I got that one on autopilot.
Now, when Roma Dunze comes up, good luck getting me not to say ligament Roma Dunze.
I'm trying to think, which
Maybe a little
players
more
have you
front.
seen mocked more all over the place than any other player?
Just a little bit.
Is it Bo Nix?
J.C. Latham,
Latham was the other one. I saw him at 5
Worthy.
somewhere.
Xavier Worthy. Byron Murphy's got a pretty big range, but it's like limited, but it can be anywhere between like 8 and 18.
Was that a mistake?
Olu Weaver.
No.
I don't think
Bauer.
it was
Never a mistake.
14.
I've seen lately is
Yeah.
dropped to like 15.
Yeah. I think 15 is it's 10 to 15.
It just
though.
hurts,
It's like, I think
especially when it's
pretty
really
small.
like that cold. It gets me back here.
All right,
you almost have
which
to go
one are you
like-
guys feeling?
Warm. I haven't tried it yet.
I'm.
Audibly laughed at you.
I have other things going on over here. I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm busy.
I mean,
Is it?
I'm busy. I don't know
It's a
what you guys are
longer-
doing
This is
over
what we deal with like every day.
it's a longer, smokier finish.
Which one?
The back.
I know which one.
The what?
I know which one I like.
Do you
Which
like
one?
that?
Which one do you like best?
So I'm team front.
Which one do you
Bet you
like?
are. I'm gonna give it one more go here in a second.
Okay.
I give it one more go.
I think Maddie's about to be team back just to be contrarian to me.
That's
I'll be your
usually
team
my
back.
stance. That is usually my stance.
That's why I probably shouldn't have said anything. Then
I don't like that we got rid of number 2. I like the young one.
Pause.
Josh Giddey.
no.
R. Kelly.
Pause.
We can keep going. We can keep going. We got another one? We can keep going.
Whose idea
think I
was it to
have
record
no,
this?
I'm not up to date. Do you got more?
I don't want
Please
to be
share.
around anymore.
No, please share, Tucker.
No.
It's easy.
Brendan's back there like, I gotta cut this fucking tape.
It's gonna be terrible. I'm so sorry.
I've already apologized for cussing, so.
If he
No,
wants to
cussing's
end
fine.
KCSN, he can do it right.
Great,
I
just
don't
probably
think
not the
cussing is the
greatest.
biggest issue that we're dealing with.
Brendan, note to self, no underage talk on the video. That's
It's
weird.
also very hot in here now.
That's because you're wearing a long sleeve.
Probably because you had too much of number 2.
I
Spicy. Whoa, big burn. Is what I put in there.
Whoa, big bird.
About that drive in.
It's like I can't take you anywhere, but we want to take you everywhere.
I think I know what's.
I think that
I think I-
the video series is just taking
I
Tucker
have
to
a
new
favorite. I
cities.
think I'm going against what
wait
I
for-
said
He'd
originally.
never been west of like Topeka before we went to drove to Vegas.
believe
And you guys stopped forever in the giant
that
crater.
Beck is number 3.
We went and
and
saw the
Front's
giant,
number 4.
the world's
But
largest
I like
handmade dug
Front.
well.
I would
Yeah.
model Front. I've switched to number
Greensburg, also had the Tornado Museum.
4. Assuming that's number 4. I don't know that it is, but it's my guess.
Go to see the Breaking Bad house.
Fucking Kyle.
Yeah, that lady is insane who has the Breaking Bad house now.
They're very
Dude.
They do not like people taking pictures.
Why would you
outside their
buy
house.
that house if you don't want people taking pictures of it? That's so
Get a
dumb.
privacy fence in front of like that house.
I think I know which one's which.
Kyle has
So
something to say.
does anyone have Patrick? I got him on microphone telling me which is which. So does anyone else have a guess on which is front, which is back?
I think
and
3
preference?
is front and 4 is back.
I think
you just guessed.
opposite.
Patrick and
Oh,
yep,
did we?
that's the
Hold on.
opposite.
I think I'm opposite. I think I'm opposite, but we're getting back into it.
I think 4 is front. I think 3 is back.
Yeah.
And regardless, I'm picking front. Because that's.
I might be wrong.
I think the front is the simpler one, which I
Front
think is
is
4.
better, and number 4.
I think front is 4 because it's simpler. The finish is simpler.
And which
The
one?
back.
And which one would you pick?
Is there?
Letting the finish get its
Originally, I
self-off.
wanted 4 in the
four
front
is-
one, but
or
the
the-
last one definitely had more taste and
So do you want
longer
that?
finish. I'd still probably go.
I'm
Please
voting
hold.
front.
I have half a swig
Front.
left.
We have
I'm voting front.
3
Front.
fronts
1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
currently.
Front.
Front.
4.
Front. Maddie. It doesn't matter at this point. It's 4 nothing.
I don't care. I'll be by myself.
Yeah.
Number 2 still, so we're good.
I vote number 2.
I don't know where I am.
Do you want the front or the back?
I haven't decided.
I think I like the front better, and I think the front was number 4. If I'm wrong, that's
He's laughing because he can tell you're all wrong.
finish. is so
I'm
simple.
mainly just watching
The
Tucker.
front one was actually
so
number
I'm
5.
trying to figure out. Yeah, we definitely poured that.
Oh, this is number 4 right here.
2 and 5. That's what you asked for, right?
I'm going with number. Yeah, the front is my choice, no matter what it is.
2 with a splash of white
We're
dog.
all so basic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
they're gonna say front 6. It's actually.
No, it's not Captain.
That's my
I would be.
toast. I think the front one's the best.
Tucker, you have so much bourbon left.
I'm trying to. I think front's the.
You think Front's 3?
Okay, more of the front. Listen, I don't have to go on camera.
So
I'm probably wrong.
is there? I don't want to say anything until
I think we all
there's a
voted for the
decision.
front. We
Brett
all
was
wanted
the
the
winner.
front besides
I-
Craig. Oh no, Craig wanted the
Craig
front.
was
There. He wanted the front.
Yeah, it's
there.
just Tucker who hasn't
Tucker,
voted.
we're
I
waiting
don't
on
think.
you to let them.
He's gonna take forever. Can I get a
They all
little more
smell like
front?
blueberry lemon basil.
I did a little more front. Same. Yeah, I know. You're
More
concealing
front. It's the one we're gonna pay. Might as well drink some of it.
I'll take some more front. Yeah.
I guess I'll take some more front.
Are you picking front?
Yeah, sure. Let's pick the front. I don't know.
Since you have the front out. Thank you.
Okay, the front was number 4.
Hey!
Travis Kelce, let's go.
You picked
Craig's
the.
wrong, but he's still great.
Craig is still great.
it. No, I'm not great.
What was
You
it?
tried.
I don't know, Craig.
Not great.
I think I know more about bourbon.
That's
than
yours,
you,
yes.
I guess so.
Oh,
Did he say which one?
you must
Okay.
be great.
It was
love
4.
it.
The front was 4.
I love it.
I did
That's pretty
prefer.
clear.
I did prefer the
I'm a
front
bourbon
of
expert
those
now.
two side
So
by
you
side.
kicked out sample number 3. It
Kadarius
was
Toney.
It was a third floor barrel. Floor 3 Rick 19 tier 2 barrel 5069. It was 118.5, so it was
Nice.
the lowest proof.
Lower proof.
So then you ended up selecting sample number 4. It was barrel 3528, so it was from 17F04, floor 4, Rick 2, tier 2, 120.9 proof on that one.
Okay. How in age?
He just gives the date.
Hey, what is F?
Oh, let's go math. Yeah, one of the
there you
people
go.
ask for math right now. That's a
Yeah,
great
it's
idea.
June, right?
April.
Yeah, June.
17?
June 4th. June 4th, 2017.
So it'll be 7 in June.
Yes.
Okay.
Was that the?
Do you have
So
any that
bottle
were
it in
May
May,
4th?
so it's 6 years and 11 months.
Wow.
No, it'll be 7.
That's
I know.
crazy. My two favorite.
That's why I
were
asked
the
him. I was like,
oldest-
"Do you have a May 4th barrel?" Because we just try that one. I was just kidding. That was the day that we started KCSN. So I was like,
Star Wars Day.
That's
Love it.
I like 4.
I'm very glad.
Four is definitely the most drinkable.
Fourth floor was the
Weird.
original sweet spot that we started like really enjoying
I
for
bet it
soft
was.
red. So that's and 3.
Oh, you
3
spun
was
him
for
up
like
just
the
now.
Ben Holiday line, but all of a sudden 3 started popping in.
seriously? 21.
Too young.
What are you looking for?
It'd be a barrel in 3 years.
I like the Rasheed
If
Rice,
you-
which was the youngest.
We
so-
launched KCSN May 4th, 2021.
Greg,
No,
you and I
birthday
are the
barrel?
only ones with
Ah,
empty
dang it,
glasses.
that'd
Doesn't
been
work on
cool.
Well, in a second.
Yeah, well,
Please, what about
it's
May
a holiday
4th,
for the company,
2017?
Star Wars Day.
I've smashed.
Yeah, I mean, you've crushed the. I mean, I
think he has more opinions on the crackers than he does the bourbon.
Just murdering
Nothing on that day.
I like that though.
That's so good, man. I'm so happy.
I finished 4 and I didn't re-up
Bet you
4
did.
early.
And you did what?
I did not re-up 4.
Oh, okay.
Early.
The first time I drank 4, I was like, "Yep."
Yeah.
But I
No,
think, oh,
it was definitely the most
Tucker
drinkable
liked it
by
'cause it
far.
Four
smelled
super
like
I had it as my 2.
Three
It was the most
Three is
drinkable.
money.
Like
Yeah.
it's like
like-
when he
that's
said
like
people
good.
come in here and
That's
look for
good.
the most drinkable one, that was definitely number 4.
Yep.
Which
I love it.
Can I get
some fun
a little
things
ice
going
cube
on there.
no,
in 4?
I'm really glad we picked this one.
We've already chosen 4.
I mean,
I just
that's
want to know how different
that's a good
experience.
solid, easy drinker. What'd you say the fruit? 120? So probably like 121.
I'm gonna get.
There's a lot of comfort.
I'm gonna get
that's
way
easy.
out of pocket.
To be
Can I get a
that
little bit
easy
more
at
number
100
2?
We're getting O'Dunes, is what
It
it
doesn't
means.
taste. It doesn't.
Number
It doesn't
2,
drink
please?
like a
I
120.
would take some
I
more
actually
number
think some of the
2.
lower.
So you're going to be
Would be
121
the craziest
for
thing
sure,
that the
point
Chiefs could do
something
tonight.
by the time it
Trade up for Roma Dunze.
legit.
I love it.
Trade
And it would be
way
amazing.
up. Like
We picked
top
a good
10 trade way up.
Like next
This-
year's
dude, I'm
first.
telling you, like this is like.
And
Thank you.
First,
this year's
second, next year's first.
and yeah.
What would
Because I've never got to.
what would
I've never got to
32-64
do,
in next year's
Can I get a
first
towel?
get?
I just spilled.
How high?
Probably
all
into the
over the place.
mid-teens, maybe
I'm
low
holding it up
teens.
wet by my.
You know,
Maybe.
Yeah.
I've never got to
it would
do
take
this.
Ken's the one to ask.
Like,
this is lost.
honestly, not many people do. I mean,
yeah, it's
There's
pretty
no
special.
player that
Like,
would
I know,
fall
I'm
that's
not.
worth
It's
trading
not
up
lost
for that
on me.
besides
If
you.
Chris Sims is right, Roma
It's not
Dunze.
lost on me how cool this is.
this is
Or
what
Lou
happens if me
Fashanu.
and BJ
If
get
he
together
goes
for
to 14
cocktails.
where the Saints are, I think that's
my
his
God.
ceiling.
Support the network.
Tackle?
Yeah, man, I
Yeah,
appreciate
left tackle.
Left
all
tackle.
this.
You're a
I
left.
appreciate
Honestly,
this.
like you do the
Pass
golf
protector
tournament and
in the draft.
everyone that golfs gets a bottle. That's
They're gonna
crazy.
It's gonna do well.
That is
I've
what
already,
I believe they
I've
will
already told
draft
some of
today.
my friends like, hey, guess
Really?
Yes. I think they're going to
and
sell
they're like,
far.
okay.
I think they're trading
It's gonna
back.
be fun.
Yeah.
I think they're taking Patrick Paul at 32.
Big P2
Yeah, I think it'll-
with his busted knee.
It'll be big
Yeah.
for the foundation too. So,
I think
are you gonna
they're
drink
back
your
to about
forward? Because
40
I just
to
spilled it
take
all
that.
over me.
Like, I think that they're still going to
Yeah.
get
Thank you.
But, yeah.
Let's do that.
I combined it with my other.
Do that.
Did you really? You combined it with the other 4?
Yeah, my other 4. I created a blend.
It's a Glencairn blend from glass to
I
glass.
put every whiskey
By the
that
way.
we had together into one.
Somebody I work with.
Infinity.
This is that.
Yeah,
Honestly, a lot of people should do it.
I think I'm onto something here.
Nice.
It's still good.
I mean, we can
I didn't. That's all 4.
You guys
can
have
do
3
it.
hours. So we're
Yeah.
2.
take a nap.
2 into 1,
Okay,
and then
fine.
also 5. A little smokiness on the
There's a
end.
whole lot. Yeah, there's a whole lot going on over
Maybe,
there.
maybe I'll put a splash of 3 into it.
Do that.
With-
Only 3 left.
With the
What is
label,
happening?
I don't like it.
Kyle, with the label, I know it's 28
A
characters.
little swirl.
Can you put a logo,
Let's settle.
or does it have to be a character?
What happened?
For the 28 characters on the label,
I don't like where
can
this
it be
is
a
going.
logo, or does it have to be text?
Trying to never do logos, but for you guys, we'll put a logo. It's got to be black and white, though. Like
If I
black.
could have
If
to
you do a
physical
KCSN
challenge-
logo and then we put Craig is great,
I
that'd be
don't
fucking
like
perfect.
where
Dude,
this
if you
is going.
fucking put Craig is great, then you can put the logo.
How
on.
about
Yes,
if we
yes, yes, and done. Lock it in.
It is
right
happening.
now.
It's a proud
Craig is
barrel,
great.
and I'm in.
KCSN logo.
It's
It's
gotta be
KCSN
Craig is great,
Foundation.
otherwise fuck
Hey,
your logo.
Craig is
Ken and I
great.
will arm wrestle right
Can
now.
I use my one veto?
No.
No.
You had a
Craig,
veto?
You guys.
do you know that
BJ, when did he? When did
I
he
had
get
a
vetoed?
proof of a billboard in Wichita that had your face on it that
I
said Craig is
know.
great. I just never pulled the trigger. was gonna be right outside your office. I found the one that was right by where you were
you do that in
working.
Colorado?
You drove by it every day. I was gonna do it without telling you.
Please do not do that in
Oh, you should
Colorado.
so do that. You
I will do that. I'll call
can do that for me. I'll be okay with it.
my friend.
It's actually
Michelle.
That's a fun. Did you smell it?
Are you on number 2,
taste
Craig?
it. Yeah, it's good.
I am on number 2. I like that. You know what?
It's very.
I may be too low on it. I had it as my number 4.
that's not
I may
bad.
be too low on that. I really like number
I
1.
agree. Which one?
though. Number 1.
You're a big McCole fan.
I have a hot take. I like them all.
Okay.
Tucker's hot take was he was prepared to quit today.
He was.
I like 2.
Until he
like
put ice in it, and then
Stanford
all
doesn't
was
fall
fine.
for
Why
everything,
do I
you know
like
what I'm saying? I mean, that's,
I had 3 as my number 1. I had 4 as my number 2. And then I
this is
chose
really-
I was
number 4 over
Fun, right?
number 3 with the side by
Cool, man.
side.
I think
I
it's a
really
fun
just didn't.
experience that not many
5 just
people
didn't
get
do
to
it for me.
so
That was
yeah.
really bad.
Yeah, that's the only one
It
that I
ain't
was.
lost on me,
Skidmore.
man. It ain't lost on me.
I'd
I've been
right
telling
tackle.
some people that I get to do
Yeah.
this, and they're like, "What?"
Moore's the right tackle.
You know?
The only thing I like
Like-
about
Back and forth between 1
Any-
and 2.
I'm only trying
I
to do
wasn't
it,
a
like,
huge
if
fan of
you ever
one.
pick
It
a ball
lasted
at
too
this
long.
Location, regardless of how
somebody
big
talk
of a
me off
company
of
you
this
are,
thought
you gotta
process.
come here. Otherwise, we don't
I
do it.
can't
Yeah.
So every single one of those
Good
wine
at
barrels, that whole second shelf.
name one other
all
time where
an
such a
individual
key
group that came in.
position they banked
there's
on
more bottles
competition
here since I
between
got
an
here.
unknown and a player
We
that
were
hasn't
here
proved the
in-
ability to play that position yet.
Where were we here?
You mean left tackle?
End of
They've
last
never
year,
done
what
this.
was that for?
It was.
This is
did
new.
Did we do a party out here?
couple of weeks ago.
Okay, I didn't hear it.
last year.
January?
No.
Was it
Was it a playoff?
Yeah, but they felt.
But they had,
better.
they had enough numbers
it the
there that you
Bills
just needed a couple
was
of
the
guys
Bills
to
game.
jump.
We were fucking
It
screaming.
was
Your
numbers.
brother
They
was
were-
here.
I just,
That's what
I've never
Dude,
seen
my
with
brother-
left tackle.
dude, yeah.
Wanya hasn't
My brother was
proven
out here.
he's earned
cool.
it.
I mean,
And they're not going to
and-
hand it to an
and-
unknown.
Yeah,
And their plan isn't an
You were
unknown.
over there and you fucking knew that the kicker was going to miss, but you came over and like.
The only
"We're
thing
gonna
that I
watch
can
this
think
together."
of is left tackle is their
like,
plan, but if it isn't
You
their
actually-
guy,
I said I want
they
to
just
be.
signed on.
I said I want to be here.
I feel like Donovan
Yeah,
Smith is
put my
literally
arm
sitting there
around
waiting.
him. I was like,
If they don't get the tackle they
That was
want, they're
crazy.
going to
I was
sign
looking-
Donovan
I was
Smith, which I
looking-
think should be the plan
Yeah.
anyway.
Smash it.
But at the same time, BJ,
That was awesome. Like that's a moment. Right
Chiefs
there.
For sure,
so
man.
many
That was so much
30
fun.
visits with round
My
one
brother loves it
players
out here, too.
Every single
Place
other
to-
Yeah.
year with Brett B.
I have like all my friends like they come to all the KCSN stuff. And they just,
0
That we know about.
Fun.
that we know.
I like it.
I got some people
we
coming
know
this
about-
week.
We're pretty limited now.
on Sunday. It's
about
gonna be awesome. I can't
25 of
wait.
them.
I think 26.
That's always just
Okay,
like a,
26, but
Yeah.
it's like the first.
we're now to the point where it's like
Well, I mean, you guys
they're
go
either
hard this
committed
whole
on the
weekend,
guy.
and then it's like,
Well, I mean, honestly,
A lot of the
Real
top
hard.
30 visits in
the draft side of it.
dude, the amount
From
of
what I
It's
remember,
usually followers.
it
Yes.
wasn't fallers, it was questions.
It's a lot.
Guys that they have
We love
questions.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
stuff they have
also by
questions about.
Absolutely, absolutely.
this weekend,
And an Olu
Conversation
Fashanu
definitely
does not
branched
have
out
that.
away from the samples.
you know,
I'm just saying, if they are
All right, well, that was fun. Did you guys have fun picking that barrel?
it was pretty solid. Good
It
times.
was, yeah, that was a journey. It's always fun picking with people that don't always do it every day to kind of get their input on what they taste, what they like, what they don't like. Obviously, Tucker was very passionate about that, which we appreciate.
We're going to invite Tucker to every barrel pick from now on, I think.
I think it brings a lot of life
He brings something.
to the room. So, yeah. So what they ended up picking, great, right? So anybody who registers for the golf tournament will get to bring home a bottle of that. But what they didn't pick, more importantly, from floor 3 that Patrick and I liked,
The better one.
the better one.
No big deal. They're amateurs.
Sorry.
It's fine.
We can say that now. You can pick that up at the Welcome Center if there's any left, because it may be gone by the time because we may have drank it all.
It's very possible. Honestly, both really good barrels. They were like they had to be put in bottles, so might as well have both. And I'm actually super excited to see a lot of people. Hopefully, they go to that tournament and get a bottle of that to hang out with everybody. It's gonna be a lot of fun. KCSN is doing really cool things.
Yeah, it's always fun hanging out with them. Like, it's never a bad time, and it's for a good cause. Right? At the end of the day, that's what I love. It's always about giving back. So.
Well, it'll be fun. This is our first barrel pick that we recorded. We'll
Yeah.
do more of these. So
It's a fun format for the podcast. I think we're gonna try and do things like this that no one else is doing, which makes it fun.
Well, and just to see like how it actually works. I've talked to so many people who are really interested in bourbon and tasting and all of that, but they're like, "Tell me about the pick experience." And well, just tune in.
Honestly,
I'll tell you all about it.
something that so many people never get to experience. We get spoiled because we're in the middle of it so often, but it's fun. I mean, it's a whole thing. It's a to-do. It's a sensory kind of experience of smelling and tasting and enjoying, and depending on your group and who's there, and it shifts everything. It depends on the vibe. It is a lot of fun.
You learn a lot too, and it's like Kyle, like we always say, he's never going to put 5 questionable barrels in front of you. You're going to have good barrels to choose from. So it just comes down to which one are you going with.
Yeah. Yeah, and the different floors and tasting kind of the differences. And when people that aren't as familiar, like with this group and everybody getting there and tasting the differences between the floors, it's amazing how much it shifts when you have rickhouses like we do. So it's definitely fun to go through.
It is fun, and I do think even though that the KCSN group hadn't done barrel picks in their past or hadn't had a lot of bourbon experience, I'm still pretty impressed with their feedback, if I'm being honest. So kudos to you guys because
they did a great job.
It was pretty good,
except for Tucker.
Tucker was, yeah.
Tucker was great too. I'm kidding. That was a good group of people for sure. Even though like we said, BJ's going to mix it with Coke. It's fine, no big deal. Plenty of people do that. Don't worry about it.
Drink your bourbon how you like it.
That's right.
Don't let the haters get you down, BJ. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I think it was cool. We found out and we know and we wrote it in stone that Craig is great. Craig is great. He loves that. So we were pushing pretty hard to make that the name on the bottle. It didn't make it, but whatever. We tried.
It's a great idea at the time, though.
At the time, it was awesome.
Yeah. Well, it was fun, guys. We'll see what the next one brings.
Excited.
Do it again soon.
All right. Okay. Cheers.
All right. Cheers, gang.
Holiday Happy Hour is a production of the Holiday Distillery, Weston, Missouri. Drink responsibly, drive responsibly.